Hey YouTube, Mike here. Well, I know I haven't been on for a while, both channels, so actually 3 channels, but here's what's going on with me. This is what happened. Let me get this over here. I'm a little better. I should be back up and running in a few weeks. You know, I told you I had the shoulder problem. They've been working on it. Torn rotator cuff, bicep, frozen shoulder, yada yada yada. They worked on it. Everything was going good. About a month and a half ago, Saturday, come back from Home Depot. I was coming out of the bathroom, taking my medicine, and as I passed the stairs, my knee gave out. They were setting up, and actually June 26th, they're replacing my knee. They're going to do the surgery. I have to have it done. So the knee went out, and not to grab the banister with my right arm, I grabbed it with my left arm and I twisted my back. Fell to the floor. But I didn't think there was really anything wrong. You know, back hurt, and threw some ice on it. You know, by the end of the day, it was really hurting. Then Sunday, it still was hurting. I didn't sleep. Well, Sunday afternoon, I swear to God, I wanted to put a gun in my mouth. I had pain down the inside of my thigh to my knee, from my backside down. I had to be hunched over. I laid in a fetal. I didn't know what it was. It was horrendous pain. Well, I go to my chiropractor, who's my customer, guy I know very well. He, you know, so I mean, I had to walk. So we went to work, went to the chiropractor. He did some stuff, no E. Next day, he's like, look, I'm sending you for an MRI right away. So 8 o'clock that night, my wife took me to get an MRI, and he knew what it was. I slipped L3, the disc, and it pinched my sciatic nerve. Guys, listen, I've had pain, I've had burns, I've had kidney stones. This pain was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. So chiropractors, MRIs, then they put me in this table to stretch me. Every day I had to go there. And kind of that's what did it. I mean, my wife had to dress me, had to come in the shower with me, had to wake up at 4 in the morning and get me ready. I bought a new recliner. Ice to sink the Titanic I had to put on me. Just, oh, guys, be careful when you're working, man, with your back. Now, I've had a bad back for years, since I was 16 years old when I slipped off a truck. All I could do is I was perfect driving. I could drive, I could sit, and I had one walker which was killing me. So my wife ended up buying this rollator. I really don't need it that much now. I don't use it in the house no more. The doctor said because I screwed my shoulder back up again from this thing, because I was putting pressure on it. Then I'm diabetic, so they've given me shots in the knee, shots in the arm, which is steroid, like a steroid shot. They're cortisone. They gave me this bursa shot in my shoulder, but they gave me this massive amount of steroids for my back. And for like on a Monday, I was like, I couldn't like see pretty good. I almost ran off the road with my truck, because I ended up hiring a guy who quit. So, and then, you know, it's just horrible trying to find somebody. So I was by myself. Then the second day, but by the third day, I was bad. Then the fourth day, we were an hour away from the shop. I drove back. My guys were finishing up. My son and the other guy were finishing up. And I got to the point where I'm like, look, I got to pull over. So I made it to my chiropractor. He was like, man, you look like crap. I said, yeah, I can't see right. I'm blurry. I checked my sugar level. I have this thing on my arm, that Libra, and it kept saying high, above level of reading of meter. So I'm like, I know I'm like above 400, almost 500. So I'm like, I called my wife up. She's like, well, call the doctor. I called the doctor. They're on lunch. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I go in the chiropractor, he stretches me, he checks my blood pressure was high, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta go. And he's like, I think your wife, I'm like, I look outside, I didn't even notice her. I walk out, I hear, Mike. She like drove, and it's not that far, she drove to the chiropractor. I'm like, Mary, I can't drive. So I take my stuff out, so we get in the car, she drives me home. I kept checking, my blood sugar was still high. I get home, my daughter was already doing research. So you know what ended up lowering it? Pistachio nuts. They looked it up. So I got the sugar down to like 350. Finally, I got the doctor on the phone, and it wasn't even my doctor. My doctor quit or left that day. That day. I mean, my luck, if I don't have bad luck, I'd have no luck. My doctor left, so now I got a video conference, another doctor, like in Palm Coast. So she's like, all right, increase this on my medicine. So I said, all right. So I did it, and now I'm even worse. So what ended up happening is she's telling me to increase wrong diabetic medicine, not the other medicine. She didn't notice it. Didn't tell me to get off the steroids. I'm still feeling like crap. And then I finally I call them, and then they're like, all right, come in. We go, we run right there. And she's like, all right, stop the steroids. Oh, who told you to do this? I'm like, the doctor. You know, that's like me. If I make a mistake, make a leak, oh my God, you know, so what am I supposed to do? You know, whatever, I'm fine. My sugar levels are down. My blood pressure is down. But yeah, this is all have gone on in a month and a half. And this is like the first time I got like a ton of stuff I had here. You know, I bought this Miles Craft, the drill. I bought a sled for the router. I picked up some Makita drills. I just been buying this. I sit outside, my feet up, I smoke my cigar. My wife helps me in. I got a new recliner, so it's more comfortable. Throwing the ice on me every 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off. I got a brace on my knee. Look at this, I'm wearing pajamas. I got this brace because the knee, there's nothing they can do. The sciatic pain is pretty much gone, but the knee pain is, I can't do nothing till the 26th. And my wife, we're both birthday this year. I'm June 4th, she's November 25th. Her aunt's taking her to Ireland the end of May for her birthday trip with a friend. She almost had to cancel the trip. And I'm like, no way, you can't do this. I mean, she's up she drives me to Home Depot. She was driving me to work so I can get my truck and then coming back all early in the morning. So I'm like, no. So I'm better. So I'm able to go. She can go, and then she's taking me on a cruise for my 60th birthday, June 4th, but 17th. And then when I come back, like 3 days later, I got to get this because I'm taking her to Hawaii for her birthday, and then my youngest daughter is getting married December 2nd. So I got to get recovered in those months so I can take her on a birthday trip. But she's like, no. I'm like, are you out of your mind? For 2 months, you're like I'm an infant? I mean, making me my breakfast in the morning, she found bars that I can eat, these kind bars, giving me stuff to do, setting up my exercise stuff so I can work, because my shoulder, I got to work back out, driving me to physical therapy twice a week. So I'm like, no, you're going. So, yeah. So I'm hoping, you know, like I said, I got to get a video out today to let my subscribers know on both channels that, you know, this is what's going on. So when I get back, I really want to finish this table, which I got back there. The resin epoxy table, the deep pour, which I've been doing videos on. Then we're going to edit it and post it. I got a bunch of builds to do. I got to do my watch box, and I want to do a knife box too to show my knives, all my pocket knives. So I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. I got to build a room because my wife started her business. She became what they call doing business as. She got a number so she can buy online. We're going to convert the spare bedroom into her room, and like I ordered her a Milwaukee big rolling toolbox for her tools, and I got wood so that I can build her cubbies and slat wall and stuff. And I set it up. I'm going to do it while she's in Ireland on her trip. I set up for my future son-in-laws and my daughters to come over so they can, you know, get the stuff upstairs, and I'll just, you know, this is what you do. use the saw and stuff. Like my youngest daughter's boyfriend, well, excuse me, future son-in-law, he's good. He knows carpentry, so he could use the saw stop, cut off the slats, and then make the wall. And Michael can do it too. So I'll just set it up so she can, when she gets back on that following Sunday. That surprise. Every time she goes away with her aunt, I've done, like she did a cruise with her sisters back when we lived in New York. I redid the whole bedroom. Then I did a bathroom, got her appliances, redid the floor in our bedroom. She wanted a wood floor, and that's been sitting, that was sat under the bed for a while. So when she left, my son and I over the weekend, we just took everything out, did the floor, and she was gone good for like 4 or 5 days. So now I got 7 days I can do this, so with everybody, and I already set it up with my middle daughter, and she's going to coordinate it to get everybody down here. So that's that. Again, I can, you know, I can stand like, you know, I can stand like this, but I would, no exaggeration, I was like this. That's how I was walking, like this. And then I didn't know. Then my wife got me, well, we got a walker from my future son-in-law. His father had a knee replacement, so he gave us all the stuff, but it was one of those with just 2 wheels, and you put the tennis balls, and I didn't want to, you know, I'm afraid I was going to scratch my customer's floor, so my wife ended up picking up this rollator. So, but, you know, at least I don't really need it as much, just to kind of get around and so stabilize myself so I don't fall. So that's that. You know, if you got questions or whatever, just, you know, my email will be below. Just send them in, and I'll answer them, especially, you know, because this is a video for both channels, so I can post it and let you all know why I haven't posted a video in a while. I had 6 guys come from way out in South Florida. They stayed in a hotel. My son had to come help me, you know, and I kind of did it with this, and I kicked myself around and then trained them, and my son did the hands-on stuff, and it was good. They had a great time. These guys from plumbing company out of I forget, it was South Florida, not Boca, I forget where it was, but they were a great bunch of guys. They learned a lot. But my son, you know, we basically had to do everything with, you know, that I had to do to stand up. So, alrighty, well, again, I'll be back probably 2 weeks or so. I should be good. I won't need this really anymore until I get the knee operation, and then I'll be out for a couple of weeks there. But I'm going to bank videos. I'm going to make videos and bank them so that you can see, and I don't have to, you know, be weeks without doing videos. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for all the support and the subscribes, the comments, the questions, the likes, the yada yada yada. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you hopefully next week or the week after on the next video. All right. I got a couple of videos that I did bank, and I'll be posting them. I didn't even have the energy to sit by the table. I mean, I even had to like kind of tell my wife and my daughter how to go on to file permits. I just didn't even have the energy to sit at the table when I got home. So, alrighty. You all be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm going to hobble over and shut this thing down. At least I can smoke my cigars. I'm like an old man. Get off the lawn! Alright, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.